And good evening, Phillies fans. We're back 2 nights. Tuesday night. Had a night off away from us. Didn't have to hear from us last night, but we're back tonight. Jay Soderberg, TJ Young talking here. Got a good one tonight, the Page County Softball Super Bowl. We called the home game for Shenandoah last year. Super really good game, 2-1. Shenandoah got the win. Hoping for another similar game to that. We'll do a little Ford around the horn here. It's not Ford. I'm a Chevy guy. It'll be a Chevy around the horn here for your Phillies. In the outfield from left to right, Taylor Henderson gets a start tonight in left field. Cassidy Stevens is in center. Caroline Rogers is in right. On the infield from third to first, Kylie Fouch, Abby Dummler, Lexi Shabam, Lene Green. And the battery tonight is Jenna Burdorf and Nevaeh Yale. And the designated player tonight is Peyton Athan. So a little bit of a different lineup, Coach, but pretty excited about tonight. I know you are too. Should be a pretty fun ball game here.
Yeah, great atmosphere here for the game tonight. A lot of fans in the stands. It's cooled down just a little bit here right before first pitch, but like you said, last year was a great game. The Phillies put together 6 really good innings the other night, kind of lost just a little bit in the 7th. So looking forward to see if they can do that again here tonight and get out with a win.
So leading off for Clarinda, their catcher is Ripley Sunderman. Sunderman, a near 300 hitter a year ago, really good behind the plate. But again, it's a kind of a dangerous lineup here if you look at it for Clarinda. They're young, just like Shenandoah. Clarinda just 1 senior, Shenandoah none. On the field tonight, 1 kid has graduated. That's kind of wild to think about.
It is wild to think about.
Well, we're ready to rock and roll. First pitch is a slap bunt, and that's going to be a tough play. And she's safe. She beats it out. Sunderman beats it out. Bang, bang play. But Sunderman gets on base when you got a catcher at the top of the lineup. That's a lefty that's got some speed. Sunderman's a tough out.
Yeah, and now she's on first. I would not be surprised to maybe see her moving here on some of those first pitches, try to get a little action going here in this first inning.
Well, you have some speed with Sunderman, although she was just 4 for 5 last year with steals. But you talk about speed. Now Jersey Knight, who was a state placer in the 200-meter dash this year, she takes strike 1. Sunderman is on the move. Throw into center field. That's going to be a stolen base for Sunderman. So you got speed at first, now at second, but you got even more speed, state track speed in Jersey Knight at the plate.
Yeah, definitely. You could see a opportunity here, maybe the little slap hit, just to get the defense moving. I think Clarinda really wants to see what Shenandoah's got defensively here early.
So Knight squared the bunt before. I don't think she's going to be squaring now, and she's not. Strike 2. I'm guessing that was just to get the runner to second base as that ball caroms away. Sloppy first 3 pitches here for Shenandoah. Just relax a little bit. Just calm down. Long
Definitely
game.
Got to take a deep breath here. It's that first inning jitters, kind of like we talked on Tuesday. You get those first easy outs, but already a little stress on the base paths.
0-2 pitch tonight is lined into shallow right field, and off the glove of Rogers and Sunderman will come across to score. That's going to go down as an RBI, but it's also going to be the first error of the night for Shenandoah. A hard-hit ball, but definitely a play that if you ask Rogers later on tonight or tomorrow, that's a play she wished she got back.
Yeah, no, that's one of those moments where she got a lot of glove on that, a lot of leather, hit it, just couldn't quite squeeze that, and that brings home a early run here for Clarinda.
So now the best hitter for Clarinda last year, Presley Job, will step in. Job, a .373 hitter on the year last year. She had 9 doubles and 3 triples, and Knight gets into second base, so very aggressive on the bases. Clarinda struggled in their game against Glenwood to open the season, against a really good pitcher and a pretty good Glenwood team. This is an offense that can be dynamic if they use their speed.
Yeah, and you've seen it early. They're not waiting for third, fourth pitches of the at-bat. They're taking off early and testing out that Shenandoah defense.
So 0-1 the count, and that's an off-speed pitch. That's into right field. That's going to fall down for a hit, and Jersey Knight gets held at third. So you're going to have runners at the corners. Clean hit for Presley Job, and it's that contagious hitting, and it's going the way of Clarinda right now, Coach.
Yeah, tough start here for Jenna on the mound. A couple balls put into play. Play's not made quite yet, but see if the Phillies can settle in here and take a deep breath, try to limit the damage here in this first inning.
So now the lone senior on the field tonight for either side, Kayla DeGay steps in. She was 307 hitter a year ago. Did hit a home run last year. And she fouls the first pitch off. Probably one senior, you give her the green light, but
yeah, no, definitely
let Job get there, right?
Yeah, no, it's one of those, you always kind of, if you're going to give you second base, you want to be able to take it because now that single scores 2.
So Job still at first after the foul ball by DeGase. The 0-1 pitch from Burdorf. That's lined right up the middle, hard on a line, and that's going to score one, get by Stevens. So we've got 1 run in, and around third is Job, and DeGase is at third. That's going to be a 2 RBI triple on the play for DeGase. Loud contact early for the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals are hitting the ball hard so far. Cassidy tried to cut that off, couldn't quite get there, and that ball squirts all the way to the fence. Allows her to get to third base, so now we've got to really take a deep breath as it's 3-0 here. Jenna's just got to slow down a little bit up there, calm everybody down, see if we can get an early out here and kind of just reset.
So now freshman Annika Price steps in, and she takes maybe just outside a little bit on an off-speed offering. Price started 19 games last year as an 8th grader, batted just under 200, but had over 300 on base percentage. So definitely have a lot of experience. I'm sure Clarinda hoping for a big jump in that batting average from 8th grade year to freshman year for Price.
Definitely, and probably one of those years you feel a little bit more comfortable. All of a sudden things start slowing down just a little bit for you.
And the 1-0 pitch is popped into deep right center field, and there is Stevens. Of course she made the catch, and that will be deep enough to be a sacrifice fly, so a quality at-bat, quality plate appearance for Price. Sacrifice fly will score 1. And it is 4-0 with 1 out here in the first.
Yeah, nice job hitting there. Drove that to the outfield, gets the run in. Great play by Stevens on that one to run that down, get the first out. Big thing, kind of calm everybody down. Base paths are now clear. Restart here for Jenna.
So now Lily Merrill, the pitcher for Clarinda tonight, 264 hitter a year ago. First pitch, off-speed pitch, popped up into medium deep center right at Stevens. Can of corn. If you want to hit it to somebody to settle us down, that's the person to hit it to.
Yeah, definitely, and she's found kind of her safety blanket there, and kind of you get that first out. It's like, all right, now we can take a deep breath. We've settled in a little bit, and it's nice to have an easier out there. Hit it right at her. Easy play. 2 outs now. Still nobody on.
Now Bryn Isaacson steps in, 8th grader, and she pops the first pitch up. That's to Kylie Fouch in foul territory. She squeezes it for out number 3, but a very good inning for Clarinda. 4 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. We go to the bottom half. Phillies coming to bat.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We're back here in Shenandoah. It's the batting lineup for your Phillies, down 4-0 here before they take their first swings. Caroline Rogers will lead off. Jenna Burdorf batting second. Lene Green third. Ethan batting fourth. Kylie Fouch fifth. Nevaeh Yale sixth. Dumler seventh. Shabam eighth. And Stevens will be batting ninth for the Phillies as they look to get something going, get a little bit of a response here against Lily Merrill, the junior for Clarinda.
Yeah, definitely big here for Caroline at the top of the order. She's hit the ball almost every single at bat this year, not going down on strikeouts, but big to start putting the ball in play and getting on base.
First pitch right down the middle and a healthy cut.
Good cut there, yeah. She super aggressive in that first pitch. Nothing wrong with that.
So Merrill, strike one to the leadoff hitter for the Phillies, Caroline Rogers. The 0-1 pitch fouled to the screen on the first base side. So now it's 0-2. Rogers behind both of those pitches. You got to think it's kind of one of those, do you mess around or do you elevate right here?
Yeah, this might be one, if she's going to stay aggressive, you might see if you can get her to chase. So got to protect the zone here.
Caroline. So the 0-2 pitch is, it was elevated.
Well, it was. It's just a bit outside.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rogers did a good job of laying off that one.
Yeah, that was definitely a waste pitch, as you would say there. You might want it a little bit closer up 0-2 just to make Caroline think about swinging at it.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the fastball's popped up back behind Sunderman, the catcher. She couldn't corral it, so just a foul ball.
Yep. Caroline just a little bit behind on that one, so brought back with the fastball on that. So now she'll have to adjust a little bit here, down 1-2.
One ball, 2 strikes to Caroline Rogers. Swinging another foul ball.
She's doing
pretty well straight back again. We'll do it again.
Yeah, doing a good job battling up there as a leadoff hitter, getting to see some pitches. Kind of get everybody a breather, which is big as well.
Just behind, which we've seen a lot so far in the first 2+ games now. A lot of Phillies behind the pitch. Just timing, just not quite there yet for the Phillies.
Yep, definitely got to speed it up just a little bit.
And swing and a miss, elevating the fastball, and Rogers underneath that one and behind it there is a good pitch. Probably maybe what Merrill should have done on 0-2.
That's kind of, where you mentioned if she was going to elevate, and she tried to throw something else there. 0-2, I don't know if she was experimenting with something different, but went up there in the zone there on that one and got the strikeout.
May want to just stick to the heater so far.
Also, yeah, I mean, if you're bringing it like that, you might as well another one.
Well,
really elevated.
Well, when she's in the zone, she's in the zone.
Yeah.
When she's off, it's back to the backstop.
It is. It has not been close on those first couple misses.
But I digress. She's done a good job so far through the first about 7 pitches. Now Jenna Bergdorf checks in, got her first extra base hit of the year, first extra base hit for the Phillies this season, as she had that slap hit that somebody up here called before it even happened. Nostradamus over here.
Not just a slapper, she's got power too.
She's got extra base power, and she's in a hitter's count right now, 2-0. Merrill's going to have to come to her, and we'll see what Bergdorf can do here. Up in the count, 2-0. 2-0 in the zone. Merrill putting it right on a tee, but a 2-0 pitch, and Bergdorf says we're going to make her throw something.
Yeah, no, probably not a bad decision there. Make her throw you a strike here, but now Jenna's got to lock in, try to find a spot. The defense is really in with her being a slap hitter.
And the 2-1, that's up and away. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Phillies 1 ball away from getting their first base runner of the night, or a slap double away from getting their first runner in scoring position.
And just showing the viewers at home kind of what the defense is doing here against Jenna.
3-1 is swung on and missed, so we're all full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. You're not the best camera guy in the business for nothing.
I know, that's why they pay us the big bucks up here. But it's just a unique setup where you've got, the second baseman, she can't be more than about 5 steps off the pitcher's circle.
You're fascinated by the slap hitting.
I love it.
Full count offering, that's upstairs and inside, so Phillies get their first base runner on a free pass to Jenna Bergdorf. Continue your thought, Coach.
So, just with that, the second baseman was brought so far in. I don't know with the slap hitting if you can even pull that a little bit, but it wouldn't take a whole lot just to pop that over the second baseman's head. But I know kind of as a drag bunter, things like that in baseball, it's a lot easier just to kind of drop that thing down the third base line.
Now Lene Green steps in. She takes strike 1, so Merrill finding the zone again after issuing her first free pass of the night. Lene Green steps in, hitless on the season to this point, but in the past, she's definitely proven to be a very difficult out, a 275 hitter last year with 31 RBI as the 1-0-1 pitch was fouled back again our way. Just kind of still just everybody's just kind of behind it.
Yep, definitely.
It's not a one-person thing.
No,
it's kind of the whole group.
Yeah, yep, definitely.
Ramp up that pitching machine a little bit.
I think, they're going to have to speed things up a little bit, trying to get ready for that.
Well, there it is again. That's free pass. I think she might want to stick that pitch in her back pocket here for a little bit. That's twice that she's tried to throw that, and it just has not gone well. She's pitched pretty well, but just those two pitches.
And she was kind of looking into the dugout on that one of, I don't know if the coach down there is calling pitches, but I don't think we need to call that one anymore for a while. Maybe that's got to go back to practice now.
Yeah, give me a hot minute on this one, Coach. Let's just stick to the heater. 1-2 is swung on and missed. Merrill with 2 strikeouts, 2 outs now in the inning, and that's going to bring up Peyton Nathan.
That'd be a big time here for Peyton to get a hit. See if we can drive one in. Get back on the board, cut into that 4-0 lead.
Yeah, finding some green would be very critical right now. Finding some green is going to get you a run. First offering just outside, and Burdorf getting a healthy secondary lead over there. I want you to see if the camera guy can check that out here. Sunderman was definitely very aware.
Yeah, no, she almost came into the camera, and I didn't have to move it on that one. She was right even with the shortstop.
And there's a shot to shortstop, scooped up by DeGase over to Wagner, and that will end the inning. So for the Phillies, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 Philly left on base. We go to the top of the second. Phillies down 4-0.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the second. Cardinals got 8-9, and then top of the order. They hit the ball very well in that first inning. They had 3 clean hits. They had 1 reached on an error, but everybody hit the ball, and for the most part, everybody hit the ball hard, save for that last pop-up by Bryn Isaacson.
Yeah, no, it was interesting though. Once the Phillies got that first out, things really clicked along. I don't know if it was more than about 3 pitches, and they got the next 2 outs. But to get those first couple outs, it took quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see kind of body language here out of the Phillies as well. After they had a tough first inning, can they bounce back, calm everything down, and keep it just at a 4-0 lead?
And what we have seen in 2 games, we talked about it in the commercial break between the top and the bottom half of the first. Clarinda, and I'm sure everybody on the diamond knows this too, they're aggressive.
They are.
They're not going to sit and take pitches. If it's in the zone, swing it a good one, you may not get another one.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, they are not waiting for maybe that perfect pitch, but if they see something they like, they're going to go get it.
So Maddie Cole's going to lead off, the number 8 hitter playing right field tonight. She steps out of the box, not with her whole foot though, and she slaps it foul. So the rule on that is if your whole foot is out of the box.
So you just got to keep one toe in?
She had her heel in.
All right,
she was all right.
Okay.
Your camera work caught that.
We can zoom in if things get tight later. We can.
Well, that line's going to go away. That line's going to get just.
And it's always one of those things. You usually have one kid up there kind of towing the line and just kind of messing everything up, and it's gone for the rest of the game.
And the 0-1 pitch misses just a bit outside, so 1-1. Jenna's not a pitcher that really nibbles a lot. She likes to attack. She's a pitch-to-contact pitcher. But this might be one of those times where it's like, you know what, I'm going to play with the zone a little bit, as now Cole goes opposite field, just dinks one over the shortstop. Clean single for the number 8 hitter, and 3 pitches in, back with Cardinals on base.
Yeah, no, wasn't, Jenna made a good pitch there. Wasn't hit super hard, but found a perfect spot, just kind of over Dumler's head there into left field.
Now comes Addie Wagoner, and Wagoner, as of last year, she started 14 games last year, squared to bunt, and it fouled straight back. But Wagoner only batted, so she started 14 games last year, pitched a lot, was one of the better pitchers in the conference as the season ended. 4 at-bats on the year. So this is really probably about her 3rd varsity game of taking at-bats.
Yeah,
so interesting. I mean, dynamic pitcher, and is going to be very good for a very long time, but just interesting. They didn't really use her a lot at the plate, and now she takes strike 2. The throw down to second is not in time. Had Dumler caught it, maybe there's a play there, but it kind of bobbled out of the glove, so stolen base for Cole.
Yeah, no, just a pretty good throw there by Yale. Just couldn't quite be caught by Dumler. And so now Jenna's got another runner in scoring position. Be big time here. Kind of slow things down. She's got an 0-2 count. Go after the 9-hitter here. Get that first out before the top of the order comes back around.
So should she go from the stretch here?
I think she'll have to here.
Work that inside move. 0-2 pitch is up and away. That's a good spot to miss right there. 0-2, especially with an aggressive lineup. You don't want to give anything fat over the heart of the plate. You want to make them hit your pitch when you're ahead in the count.
Yeah, and she made a good pitcher's pitch there.
So Wagoner down 1-2, and that's outside off the glove of Yale, and that's going to be a pass ball. Not going to be a wild pitch. It was a pass ball. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, and just 60 feet. 60 feet? 60 feet?
Yeah.
Just 60 feet away. I'm used to the 90. Sorry, folks at home. Apologize. You can just mute us. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You can watch the crystal clear picture. 2-2 pitch, off speed, bounces into the glove of Yale. We're full. And the number 9 hitter, as the snap throw down to third, was not in time, and Wagoner has got a full count with Cole still at third. A little dirty over there, but she's still at third.
She's got about half that chalk line up her left leg right now, but big pitch here for Jenny. You don't want to walk the 9-hitter, especially when you're up 0-2 to start this at-bat.
Full count offering, swung on and missed. Snap throw to third, safe. So Jenna gets her first strikeout of the night, and that's a big one because now you're getting up to some speed and some more veteran varsity hitters.
Yeah, definitely caused some issues here for her in the first inning, so it's big to get 1 out now. See if she can calm down, maybe get something hit right at somebody here, get another quick out.
Sunderman takes an off-speed pitch and lines it softly, foul, just over the beginning part of the home dugout. And it's interesting that, Sunderman, the catcher, leadoff hitter, but she's got some home run power. She's hit a couple home runs in her career, and first pitch she lays a bunt down.
Yeah, no.
That's just wild. And there she does it again. She hit it twice, and good call by she's out. That's a great call by the umpire. That's going to end up being a nearest person, so it's a put out by the catcher.
Okay, I was going to say, how does that one?
Yep.
How do you write that one in the book?
Yep.
For everybody at home? So learning
so it's going to be a 2U
there.
So that again, that's probably going to be another hit, if not an out and a sacrifice.
Yeah, that's exactly what Jenna needed. Even better than a strikeout there. You get on 1 pitch pretty much, you get another out. So now they've got 2 outs. Defense can play a little bit. Now back there in the middle. And she's done a really good job there, Jenna, getting an early swing, but she's mixed in that off-speed pitch. Instead of just starting fastball every single time, now she's starting to mix in that off-speed pitch on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah, with a super aggressive lineup, it's super, super important to really disrupt the timing.
Yes.
Like, if you're fastball first pitch every time, they're just going to tee off on it because they're going to be aggressive. Something over the heart of the plate, they're going to hack. 0-1 to Knight. And another off-speed pitch that's in the dirt. Good scoop by Yale. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Opportunity to put a goose egg on the board.
That would be big.
That would be big, just to kind of keep things where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You know, in baseball, you can kind of mess with that timing a little bit with your windup and things like that. But in softball, you pretty much have to stay with the same delivery every time. So,
and that one's upstairs and away. 2 balls and a strike. Presley Job on deck. Lots of extra base power. Standing on the little pebbles just to our left. Definitely don't want her up with 2 in scoring position, because that's what's going to happen if Jersey Knight gets aboard with a 3-1 count now. If she gets aboard, she may just take second altogether.
It might be one of those, you get the walk, but you just keep on right on walking to second there on that one. I think she'll probably just take the second base right away. And
we always had a play, we just throw it right to the second baseman.
Yeah, you just,
and just walk them back.
Yeah.
3-1 offering. That's in for strike number 2. Good pitch, dotting the corner. Bob Rossonett right there, just painting happy trees right on the corner.
Great pitch there by Jenna. All right, 3-2, 2 outs. See if she's got one more Bob Rossonett.
3-2 offering. That's going to be hit right to Shabam. Shabam scoops over to Green. Ends the inning. No runs. No hits. 1 hit. Sorry. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. 1 Cardinal left. We go to the bottom half. We are still 4-0.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation, just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the second inning. 5-6-7 due up for the Phillies. Fouch, Yale, and Dumler. See if they can get something going here. Merrill's saved for those off-speed pitches. She's been in and around the zone. You know, it's that super remedial approach. Sometimes you don't want to think too much. It's kind of one of those, you're swinging until you see it's a ball. Just be aggressive, expect a strike, because it's been one most of the time. Be aggressive. We'll take a walk, but we want to try to have some compact aggressive swings.
No, definitely. And with the middle to the later part of the lineup, it'll be interesting to see if she just stays with the fastball and challenges.
First pitch of the inning to Fouch, upstairs and away. And for Merrill, I just want to check here. I thought, let me see here. This is not a very good play-by-play guy. Merrill just started 2 varsity games last year. So she was primarily a JV pitcher last year, but in her varsity games, in 25 innings, she just walked 8 kids, and she did hit 3. So 11 free passes in 25 innings to go along with, let's see, then strikeouts here with 13 strikeouts. So it's about a 1-to-1 ratio last year, but she's doing a really good job right now of pounding the zone and just the 1 free pass, and that looked really good, but she didn't get the call. We'll take the free call there.
Yeah,
that looked really good.
You could almost see the eye roll from up here from Merrill on that one. That one looked good. Didn't get the call there, so Fouch is now up 2-1 in the count.
We'll take it.
So we need base runners here any way we can get them.
And the 2-1 pitch missing upstairs. So 3 balls and a strike. Chance to get maybe the leadoff hitter on here with Nevaeh Yale, who drove in a run the other night. So definitely got some confidence built up with her. See if we can get Fouch on.
Yeah, good spot here now for Kylie. 3-1 count. See if she can find something she likes.
And that one, again, just missing. Merrill's probably got to be asking herself, like, where am I missing? That was a pretty good pitch, too. It looked from up here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Maybe as the catcher, that's where you kind of turn around and go, where's that one missing? Inside or outside? Up, down. Where can we bring that in just a little bit?
And that's when the umpire says, I just blinked. Sorry. I just blinked. My fault. Nevaeh Yale steps in with Fouch at first. Nobody out. Leadoff runner aboard, and Yale looking to bunt squares and fouls it back. So no balls and a strike. Phillies trying to. Sunderman's got a really good arm. She got a quick release. You don't have quite the speed of like a Caroline Rogers or a Cassidy Stevens type. This is kind of how you got to move the runners around, see if Clarinda will throw the ball around a little bit.
Yep, and that's the biggest thing we talked about, now through our second game here, but Shenandoah's going to have to manufacture runs.
And Yale didn't quite get squared around in time there, and she ended up having that bat dipped way low, and it popped straight back.
Yeah, it was. If you could see that at home, you really want to get that bat out and kind of straighten it out, kind of just deaden that thing. That one she still had pretty much tilted back, and I would say about a 30-degree angle, and it's got no chance of getting that into fair territory.
And it's definitely different from the left-handed side if you're dragging, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that bat can be behind you a little bit if you're dragging. But on the right side, that's very difficult to drag from the right. That ball's hit into medium deep left center field, Jersey Knight. There she makes the play and one away. So Yale on an 0-2 was able to get some composite on the ball. But it's an F8 and out number one, and now Abby Dumler.
Yeah, it was nice to see. She got around on that one. I was interested to see with the kind of bunt opportunities that the Phillies used last time with 2 strikes, but went back. She put a good swing on the ball there and drove it out to center field, but nice play by Knight.
So Fouch still at first, one away. Dumler in the box. Merrill upstairs, 1 ball. No strikes. Dumler's got some wheels. She was a kind of a courtesy runner all last year as an 8th grader. Now she's the starting shortstop for the Phillies. Done a nice job in the field through the first 2+ games. Has a hit on her resume, and now she hits one to the shortstop deep in the hole. DeGase makes the play to second base. That's a really good play by DeGase. Smart play to take the short out.
Yeah, did a good job there, making a good strong throw to second. Great play there, and it looked like they had an opportunity almost to throw it to first to try to double them up, but Dumler did a good job with that speed getting down the line, and now there's 2 outs, still a runner on first.
So now Lexi Shabam to the plate. She got moved down a little bit in the batting order, but that's probably because of not necessarily her, but because Nevaeh Yale and Abby Dumler have been putting the bat on the ball a little bit down in the order, so moving them up a little bit. But they both did exactly that, put the bat on the ball their first 2 times up.
Yeah, and it's definitely a good thing for the Phillies to lengthen that lineup a little bit. You start finding a few girls that have a little more experience that are ready to go.
You hear some cheers behind us, and you're like, why are they cheering for Lexi Shabam swinging the bat and outside of the batter's box? As Shabam hits one into shallow right field, it's in between, and a nice play by Maddie Cole. Be an F9. There was some cheers behind us because there was a good play by Clarinda on the baseball diamond behind us. We'll give you an update on that game, along with the 3rd inning of this game when we come back. Phillies down 4-0.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the third, 4-0. Both teams goose-egged in the second inning. Both teams had somebody on base, but just couldn't do anything with it. Leadoff single, and then a leadoff walk. So both teams got their leadoff runner aboard last inning, couldn't do anything. We'll see what happens this frame with the Cardinals. 3-4-5 due up heart of the order. Jenna Burdorf has got her work cut out for her in this half inning.
Yeah, and it's definitely one of those. It's a critical inning for the Phillies. Can't really give up a lot more runs here if they want to stay in this game. It's going to be big. Even if she can get a couple hard hit balls at somebody, see if a couple people can make some plays and get another goose egg on the board.
First pitch to Price, and I really, really, really like the adjustment that they've made second, third inning. Just the varying speeds taking away that aggressiveness a little bit.
Yep, definitely have to mix it up, and you can't always live with the fastball. She's done a good job moving to the secondary pitches.
And the 0-1 is inside, a little bit high, a little bit tight. And it's a 1-1 count even now to Presley Jobe, all-conference player a season ago, assuming she'll have a similar year this year. I believe just a junior. And she swings and misses. It's amazing what that first pitch, off-speed pitch does. It makes that bat look like it's kind of getting swung underwater.
Yep, definitely slows it down. And it's been a good pitch for Jenna tonight just to get ahead in the count as well.
And out on her front foot, and there's the catch in foul territory by Lene Green. Just for those of you scoring at home, that would not be an F3, that's an F03. Foul out.
Okay, I was going to say, do explain the O there, buddy. Foul out, all right.
I have no idea. I'm just making stuff up as I go.
I'm still going to give that one an F3 in my book.
She was in foul territory, so you do have to signify that.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it's in the back of the books when you look at them. You don't read those?
I do not.
DeGase pops up the first pitch, so about as good as you could hope. The 3-4 hitters down on 5 pitches, both popped up no more than 50 feet from home plate.
And I like Jenna taking charge on that one. On Tuesday, there was a similar one that was kind of right in the middle of the field, and all kind of 5 of them looked at each other. Instead, on that one, Jenna and maybe Coach Burdorf had a conversation with.
If it's
right to you, just take that.
She's just
that's an easy play.
She's like, I'm the athlete. I got it.
Best athlete on the field right there.
And I'm sure they have conversations all the time where, if it's really high, yeah, we want our corners to take it, but that wasn't super high. Maybe not a lot of time for your corners to get there. So yeah. I kid. Of course I kid. 2 balls, no strikes, just missing inside to Annika Price, who flied out and had a sac fly her last plate appearance, so no official at-bat for her. She's 0 for 0 with an RBI.
Never a bad way to be, though.
That's right. So Price way out in front there as she hit it off the end of the bat. I don't know, what's the end? Because I know on a golf club, right before you get to the head of the club, it's called a hosel.
Yep.
What's it called on the end? Is it just the head?
Well, it's
the blade.
It's just like a foot. And so you got the heel of the club and you got a toe, yes.
So she hit it right off the toe.
Right off the toe.
So I'm learning so much up here. And you all are at home, too. 2-1 is just... He blinked again. Must have some dust in his contacts.
There's a little breeze blowing around. Yeah, a little bit of breeze blowing around out there tonight.
I kid. So. I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy he's doing a great job back there. 3-1 count to Price, and that's going to be popped up again. This is in foul territory, and Fouch makes the play. So 3 batters, 3 infield pop-ups. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. Cardinals still up 4-0.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night. 246-1803 or after hours at 712-310-9248. This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night. 246-1803 or after hours at 712-310-9248.
We're back here in Shenandoah, Bob Lucky Fulton Field. Jay Soderberg to my left, the silky smooth sounds of Jay Soderberg, and then I'm TJ Young. It's 4-0. Clarinda jumped out to an early lead, and it's been even since. We'll see if the Phillies can get something going with a 9-1-2 set to do up here in the bottom half of the inning.
Yeah, big time inning there from Jenna, getting ahead and setting down their meat of the order there, 1-2-3, which was big. And after that first inning, you can see the Phillies have really kind of settled into this ball game. So now we'll see what Cassidy can do here, starting the lineup over here. She's also adapted the slap hitting style.
First pitch swung on and missed. No balls and a strike. I promised everyone an update, but the last half inning went so fast. Behind us at Harry Sparger Field, the Cardinals, who are up to bat in the top of the third, are currently ahead 3-0 over at the baseball game. So 3-0 Clarinda behind us. It's 4-0 Clarinda here. Both games in the third inning.
Tonight, you don't think the viewers at home have two TVs going?
They should.
They should have
They
one
really
on each
should.
game, or maybe a picture-in-picture going.
But they're only listening to us.
I do appreciate that.
They can
know.
watch. They can watch whoever, but they're only listening to us. Stevens swings at the 1-1 offering, so she's now down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right, so now if she's out of the box when she hits that ball, is it out?
Theoretically, yes,
with
but
a slap hitter.
and that's a tight pitch there on the inside corner. Theoretically, the foot has to be down.
Okay, so the foot's still up. Okay.
Yeah, so if you watch, like her trail foot is right up in the front of the box. Her left foot will be down as she's making contact or trying to make contact.
I'm learning all about this.
Well, I don't know. And that one was on the line.
Yep.
If there was a line, there's
Okay.
not anymore.
We can zoom in for the viewers at home, and there's still maybe something there, but pretty much gone now.
This isn't. Well, even in the major league games, you know, they just chalk the boxes one time.
I said we'll have to get those Burdorf boys out there in between innings here.
They
about
got a
the third.
game. They got a game right now
In
over
the,
at Berglund Field.
All
Congratulations to those guys.
Yeah.
Give them a little shout out as that 2-2 pitch misses, so it's a full count. The I can't remember what. I don't even know if it's 11U or 12. I think it's 12U.
Okay.
The 7th and 8th, 6th and 7th graders.
Yep.
They played Woodbine the other night when we had a game. First time they've beat them. They beat them
very nice.
5-4.
All right,
so
great
good for
game.
them. They are now currently, as Stevens works the walk, they're now currently leading their league. They're sitting atop the Wibble or whatever they call it. I don't think that's what it's called.
I think it still might be the Wibble.
I don't know, but they're winning that.
All right,
so
well, great.
for currently.
All right, nice job there by Cassidy drawing the walk. So now he got some speed on the base path, top of the order. Let's see if Caroline can see if she can find a gap here, and let's see how fast we can run.
I feel like you're gonna see some sort of a test of Sunderman, which she's very capable of passing that test. But I feel like at some point in this at bat, there's going to be some sort of test for Ripley Sunderman.
And that's a good thing. I said you get the pitcher start thinking about that, the catcher starts thinking about that. Maybe we don't frame the pitches nearly as well, and maybe we can expand that zone. We're already up 1-0 here, so Carolina ahead in this count as well.
So Rogers up in the count, as Coach mentioned, no 1 ball, no strikes, and now in 1-1. Good speed at first, good speed at the dish. Rogers looking like she's kind of squaring here right now. I don't know if it's a play just to get him thinking, or if it's something where she's really thinking like she wants to lay one down
Trying
here.
to get one down here.
1-1 misses outside. There goes Stevens. The throw down is cut off in front of the base. I told you. I had a feeling. It's like Jenna Burdorf's double. I had a feeling. Doesn't take a rocket science to figure out she's probably going to go.
Yeah, got a good jump on that one, and kind of an interesting throw. The shortstop coming over there to field that probably about 3 or 4 feet in front of the base, so didn't really ever have an opportunity to even get the tag down. So,
well, when you think about it, she's probably 30 to 35 feet away from the base, and that's a long way to run in a short amount of time. I mean, it's hard to get there. You really got to be on your toes. The 2-1 pitch missing upstairs, so now 3-1. You get Rogers on. You got Stevens at second. Slap hitter Burdorf up. You know there's going to be some defensive pressure put on there if we can get Caroline at first here.
Yeah, that would be big. Get some runners on the bases. Start putting a little more stress here. Good cut.
Yeah, good, healthy, long swing there from Rogers. This is one of those where you really got to shorten up. I don't really like the whole choke up thing that they tell like young kids. Choke up. No, man, you just got to shorten up, right?
Yeah. No, and she definitely could here just a little bit, just to speed up, and I think that would help. She's just a little touch off.
And she drops the hands, pops it up, tough play, and it will land foul. So we are still full. Rogers kind of dropped the hands there. It's a weird deal. You almost, because she's done that a couple of times here early in the year, just kind of pop-ups over to this right side of the first base side. That's kind of cost her in some at-bats. You'd like to see her kind of keep those hands just a little bit higher and not drop them a little bit. But we'll see what happens here on this payoff pitch. It's popped foul again. Heads up! Everybody's okay. Whoa. Whoa. If we could have turned that camera around.
The shock and awe on that lady's face and that ball coming over there.
You know, it's a really nice field setup that we have here, but they are kind of butt to butt, and that makes it a little bit on edge when you get foul
balls. Yeah, you got to keep. We have our heads on swivels as well here, and
another payoff pitch and a pretty good at bat there from the leadoff hitter as Rogers works the walk after fouling a few pitches back, and now this is exactly what we were talking about. Really good speed everywhere, and a slap hitter that can really put it in play. If she gets a pitch in the zone, she's going to get it down and force the defense to make a play.
Yep, definitely, and it'll be interesting to see kind of what we do here. If the short slap is on, maybe the longer slap. We'll get into all the slaponomics here. Slapolytics, maybe, we get into.
Slapology.
Slapology. I said all of these things could be studied here. So definitely one of those times as the coaches, you saw Sunderman go out there, but now they got the coach out there as well, going through scenarios, because this could be a changing point in the game. If Shenandoah can execute here and see if we can scratch even 1, 2, or, for a bigger inning, this could really turn this game around.
Yeah, two really young teams, two really young defenses too. So probably a good idea for Coach Knight to come out and kind of go over, hey, if this is what happens, this is where we're going. Because you start throwing the ball around, just a simple sacrifice turns into a run and still 2 people in scoring position. So you really got to be careful. Hey, third baseman, you get the ball, we're going 1.
Yeah.
That's the conversation that probably had to have been had right there.
And that's what I'm going to show the defense again. Lewis Central did this the other night. But as you can see, all the outfielders are almost, 10 feet, 15 feet off the infield dirt.
First pitch to Burdorf. That misses outside, so 1 ball, no strikes. And all of the what-ifs that we just talked about may not matter if it's just a 4-pitch walk.
Yep, no.
But it's fun to kind of see the chess of the game of baseball or the game of softball. So 1-0 now to Burdorf. She does get it down. It's to the third baseman. She had nowhere to go. This is exactly what we talked about. That's going to be a single, but that's automatic.
Yeah,
you get it, you got to go to first.
Yeah, no, and with the base pass only being 60 feet, you don't have time to look the runner back. And I would say on a baseball field, she made the right play. You kind of take a look, and if that runner's coming, you got the chance. But on a softball field, being so short, Jenna with good speed beats that one out. Now we got bases loaded, nobody out, and the RBI machine at the plate.
Who's due? She
is due.
She's due.
Perfect time to tie this at 4.
Yeah. I'll just take a clean single, but let's be greedy. Let's be greedy.
Yeah, we're going to get a little greedy here.
The wind was blowing fairly briskly out to left field. Now, if you look at the camera, or you don't have to do it right now, but in between the next two pitches, or the next pitch or so, wind's blowing straight down now.
It is gone back to straight down.
It's going to be hard to hit one out, I think, right now.
Yeah, these storm clouds have passed.
1-0 to Green, and she lines one up the middle. That's through. That's going to get one in. Rogers going around third. The throw home is not going to be in time, so 2-0, or 2-4 now. 2 stakes attached to the single, and Green will advance to second on the throw.
No, and you said she was due, and she came through clutch. Big time hit into the outfield there, and that's exactly what the Phillies needed. Cut that lead in half now, 4-2. Still no outs, runners in scoring position.
So now you've got two runners in scoring position. Still nobody out. Peyton Nathan hit the ball hard her last time to shortstop. You do that again, it's 4-3.
Yeah, no, definitely. And this is about as good as you could ask here for Shenandoah in this third inning.
And there's another hard hit ball to shortstop, bobbled by DeGase. Tough play. She is going to be safe at first. Infield single and an RBI. Peyton Nathan gets on first. A bobble. It's going to go down as an error by DeGase, but the run scores. It's an RBI.
Yeah, fantastic job there. Putting the ball in play, and kind of like we talked about on Tuesday, you got a lot of young players out here. Put the ball in play, things happen.
So now Green's at third, and Athan, who reached on an error, will sit, get some high fives, and Rachel Jones will check in to do some running here. Freshman, sophomore.
Another golfer that just happens to play softball.
There you go. So, to give you a recap, still nobody out. One nice thing, so Berdorf had to make that adjustment pitching. She was throwing some heat early. They were timing it, and they were tattooing it. She's varied the speeds. Now they're off. They're dropping their shoulders. They're out in front of the ball. They're behind the ball. Merrill doesn't seem to have her off-speed pitch tonight.
No,
so she's throwing one speed right now, and now we're starting to time it.
Yeah, and now, as you get into those second at-bats, you've seen her one time, and a lot better swings being put on the ball here, and it's shown. Now it's 4-3. I'm assuming Rachel will probably be moving here on this first pitch. We'll see what Clarinda has defensively against it.
So Merrill toes the slab. Throw is going to be throw to third, and Green wasn't even off the base, so that's going to be I don't know if they actually give them steals for that. I never did. I don't know if they actually do because there wasn't a play. It's a defensive indifference thing. What do you think?
I don't know. I've gone back and forth on that one as well because I said you're kind of giving it up, but you are stealing that base technically. So
the 1-0 pitch in. Big strike for Merrill, who's got to, kind of like Berdorf did in the first inning, got to take a big, deep breath. Just relax a little bit. That woo-saw moment, rub the earlobes. Like, she's got to bear down here. You'll give up a run right now for an out. Just got to keep shooting strikes. And she gives one to Fouch, who hits it into right field. It's caught. The tag and the throw home is not in time. Sunderman caught the ball in front of the plate like she's supposed to, but she didn't get the tag applied before Green got her foot down. So we are all square. Sacrifice fly, 4-4. That's a close play.
It was a close play. It's a good throw in there from right field. Made a good effort to get there to home. Only thing is, I'm going to pick on one of my golfers a little bit there. Rachel's still standing on second, so she's got to watch that one. Got to get herself to third, and I saw Coach Berdorf saying the same thing, like, hey, you got to get over here. But a nice job. I think they're currently talking about if she left early.
She didn't. She left late. I was watching it. She left late.
And that was the conversation. The Clarinda coach came out. Yep, they tossed it down to third. Now, is that a proper way to challenge that, or do you have to go back to the mound and then to third first?
You should throw it over and step on the base.
I said it came
but I suppose
from
there
the
can
catcher.
be that conversation.
Yeah, and that's where it came from. Sunderman, the catcher, and the umpire kind of looked at him like, well, you didn't do anything right there, so I'm not going to give you a call.
So my thing, like when I was coaching at third, I would always just listen for the sound, right? You'd listen for the sound, and you're watching the foot. But here, I watched the catch and turned, and she was still on the base.
Still there, yeah.
Yeah. So now Merrill, we're all square. We're right back where we started with Jones. I got to fix that on the scoreboard there. Jones still at second base. Just 2 hits in the inning and 4 runs on the board. Couple of walks, they've come back to bite them right now in just 2 hits, and they've been big hits. And another chopper up the middle, fielded by DeGase. She makes a clean play that time. Now Jones is at third, and that's that little thing on a team figuring out how to win. If she's standing at third, that's a fielder's choice RBI.
Yeah, now it's 5-4, and so, Coach Burdick will coach her up on that one, and, it's one of those. She hasn't played a lot of varsity, getting that experience in, and, that's
and I'm not knocking her at all. It's just one, like you said, it's just one of those things.
You got to learn kind of in game time. It's, a lot of things like that in a younger age, you don't really happen. I said you're kind of just learning how to play the game, and when you get a little bit higher in the varsity level, those little nuances of the game, you start to learn a little bit more.
And we always just it was always just taught, like, if you're watching that throw, you just judge the height of if it's high, you go.
Mm-hmm.
You're going. If it's a low throw, you got to wait. But that was a high throw by Cole over there. It was a really good throw.
It was a great,
But there was no chance a cutoff was going to get that.
No, and you can definitely see that. I mean, the trajectory of it going to home is going to be a lot higher. There's not many that are throwing it on that frozen rope like you see in the major leagues.
Not like Coach Soderberg did back in the day. Swing on a 2-0 by Dumler. She's behind it there, so 2-1, right? Cannon.
Just a cannon attached to the right side
of my body. You
didn't
play around here. Nobody will know. You just tell everybody.
They all know. I played a few years. I definitely, as a pitcher, was not known for throwing 80.
You threw 90.
That's what I said. If it was going straight down the middle, I was going to be in trouble.
That one just missed. 3 balls and a strike. Merrill trying to get out of this inning. And now we're definitely getting some chatter from the visiting dugout, and we did get a first verbal warning. I heard that. So there's a verbal warning there from the home plate umpire to the visiting coach. And we've noticed it up here, too. I don't know where we can't tell where the catcher's setting up.
No.
Sometimes it can be deceiving. It may be a ball. It may be a strike. It just kind of depends on where they're setting up. But it has been both ways. It's not been one side or the other.
It's been a tight zone, and there's nobody that has a better view of it than the guy that's standing, 4 feet behind home plate.
And the nice thing about, maybe this is not the nice thing, but the weird thing about strike zones is they are very fluid. Mm-hmm. Like, the rules are very clear.
Yes.
But someone else's interpretation may not be yours. As that 3-1 or 3-2 pitch is chopped foul, so we'll do it again. Some umpires have a higher zone, lower zone. Some favor one corner or the other. The other night, the Griswold umpire did a very good job for both sides, but he wasn't really giving the inside to anybody.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
He was calling the outside.
It'll be interesting to see what the StatCast has for all those pitches later in the game.
We'll work on that. Another payoff pitch, another chopper foul. Coach Burdorf, kick save and a beauty.
Oh, fancy footwork. I will have to mention that tomorrow at breakfast for the teachers.
If that was a baseball, he probably would have stepped on it and twisted his ankle.
That was impressive, though.
It's a kick save and a beauty. So we're going to do it again here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Both teams have put 4 spots in 1/2 an inning, and that's where we're at right now. We'll see if Dumler can make it a 5. She pops another one foul. That's deep into the stands. It's going to hit the netting, and we're going to end up with a whole bucket of balls up there. That one fell down. There's a baseball and a softball up there.
There is.
Dumler having a really good, and she's only had just the 1 hit this year through the 3 games, but she's had really good at bats.
She has
made them
good at bats.
She has the healthy swings when she's up in the count, but when she's down in the count, she's shortening up and she's trying to put it in play. There it is again. That's a number and a great play by DeGase to save a run. That robbed Dumler of a hit. The senior robbing the freshman. That's going to end the inning and maybe switch the momentum. But for now, the Phillies gain the momentum back. We go to the top of the 4th. 4 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Clarinda. We go to the top of the 4th. We are all square. 4 apiece.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen! Member FDIC.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah, Coach. You asked for it. You got it. We're back even 4-4. We thought we were going to get a good one. I didn't know if anybody would score 4, but now both teams have scored 4.
Yep, no. Both offenses have come ready to play. It's been good to see. The Shenandoah Phillies come back and respond. Sometimes you get that 4-0 hole in that first inning, and it's like, oh, well, here we go. But no, they did a great job that inning, getting back into it. And now we're 4-4 in the 4th.
So now pitcher to pitcher, Merrill takes the first pitch and fouls it straight back. 0-1. Burdorf, again, mixing the speeds effectively since that first inning. I'd say it's about a 50-50 split where she's gone off speed first and then fastballs first. This time she starts Merrill with some cheese, and Merrill behind it a little bit and underneath it. So now we'll see what she does in this 0-1.
Yeah, it'd be big for her to keep hitting spots as well.
And a little bit of a riser there. I have no idea if it was a rise ball, but it went up.
I like it, yeah. It seemed like it was rising still.
Well, I'm sure they'll watch this game later, and they'll see that pitch, and they'll, like, what? That guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Get the calls up here so we can.
1-1 pitch is on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good
Happy little trees.
Yeah, that was perfect. That's where she needs to live. Not find the middle of the plate, but got to hit the inside, outside, work the zone with all the pitches.
So now you don't even have to throw the off-speed pitch now. You've thrown it enough. It's in the back of the hitter's mind.
Now you got him thinking. Win the chess game now.
1-2, some high cheese. It was.
It was.
It's like I've done this before.
Yeah.
I can't even hear what he's saying. He is calling the pitches, but I don't even know what they mean. It's Chinese arithmetic to me. I don't know.
They've got numbers. They've all got the wristbands and things like that. And it's a different style of game.
I was watching the Nebraska baseball game yesterday. I know you're not a Nebraska fan. That's okay. They have these watches.
Is that the pitch comm?
No, it's not that. As that off-speed pitch misses down, I mean, it's similar, but like everybody on the field for Nebraska, they played Rutgers, and they won, by the way. But Rutgers had the wristbands. Okay. Nebraska all had watches. They were like kind of smart watches.
Must be good boosters there
in
Nebraska.
All said, yeah. And they all said, told everybody what the pitch was, right? And that ball's hit very well into right field, but played perfectly by Caroline Rogers. It was a pretty good hit there by Merrill. Had some good composite on the bat.
Yeah, she hit that one well. Caroline did a nice job tracking that one the whole way, and just a nice, easy out. Everybody gets a little excited when the ball travels to the outfield like that, but I think Coach Burdorf and the Phillies would take, if you could get outs like that all night, they take them. Sign them up.
There's 21 outs. If they could have all 21 hit to center and to right field, I think he'd take it 100% of the time.
Yep.
Now, Bryn Isaacson, who popped up on the first pitch, and now she hits it off of the toe. So Isaacson's seen 2 pitches, and she's hit them a combined 90 feet, and she's 0 for 2. Tough start for the 8th grader, who's going to be a really good player. My kids are in her grade. She's a super good athlete. Just a tough night so far as 0 for 2 on 2 pitches.
Yeah. So that's exactly what Jenna needs, though. You go get that big inning, and then you got to get the shutdown inning. We talked about that on Tuesday as well. You have that, maybe that lull. You take a little bit of time off, but she's done a good job finding the zone again and now has 2 outs.
Now Maddie Cole takes one upstairs. A little chin music. Burdorf just trying to get Cole off the plate a little bit.
Again, not a bad spot.
Well, and honestly, it's a really good spot considering that Cole first time up, kind of dinked one in between the shortstop and the left fielder. So jam her in a little bit. So if she tries to go that way, it's going to be real soft. As now that pitch is on the outside corner, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Do you like that toe? I gave the toe reference
I do
again.
like that. So what did you used to call it? Now, where would the button be? Would that be at the end or the bottom?
I don't even know what you just said.
The button, I've heard that before, right off the button.
I don't ever hit bad shots in golf, so as that
No, I'm talking just on a baseball or softball bat.
Oh.
Was it off the button? And I was assumed that was
that the knob? Is that what you're considering, the knob?
The knob, I would say, would be at the end. Maybe the button would be at the barrel end, I guess.
No. And that ball is grounded to Dummler. Scoops, throws. 1, 2, 3 inning. Fantastic inning for the Phillies as we go to the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Phillies coming to bat. We are all square at 4 apiece.
It's always been my dream to own a locker.
You like school that much, huh?
Actually, no, my own meat locker.
I'm processing.
So, what do you think?
Well, if that's your it, let's make it happen.
At this very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
We're back here in Shenandoah. 4-4, bottom 4. Lots of 4s on the board, and a multiple of 4s coming to the plate in the number 8 hitter. See what I did there?
I do like that. I was waiting for a number or where you're going with that one.
30, though, is not a multiple of 4, but she does play position 4.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Look at
all
there.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Something good's going to happen here then. With all those 4s, something good is going to
plays
happen.
position 4. Although some kids that play softball or baseball right now, if they aren't too keen on the positions in the numbers, say, hey, go out, we're going to go 4-1 here, or we're going to do a 4-6-3, or like, what now? Say it again.
Well, that was one of the skills I had to teach when I was coaching baseball for years, because I would write the first couple times kids would see that and be like, I don't know what position 6 is. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, well, maybe I have you in the wrong spot. If you're going to play shortstop and you don't know that, I said, maybe I need to rethink that. So a lost art.
Yes, agreed.
Everybody get your scorebooks out.
So Lexi Shabam steps up. First pitch in for strike number 1. Merrill, again, it was super important for Burdorf to have that shutdown inning, like you said, and she did. But now for Merrill to have the bounce back inning, she didn't pitch terribly. Couple walks, couple hits, but it strung together and turned into 4 runs. Shabam, healthy swing behind it. Merrill, she's just bringing the gas right now. She doesn't have that off speed. We saw that early. If Shabam can time it, like everybody else kind of seems to have so far, at least in this last inning, it could spell a shorter night for Merrill.
Yeah, and if I'm Merrill right here, I'm not messing around. I'm bringing it one more time. And
there it is again, just missed. Just missed. And
good eye there.
It's that we talked about it last night, and I'm sure we'll talk about it forever. Hitting's timing.
It is.
And, it very much is. And if you got one pitch over and over and over again, eventually somebody that's a good hitter is going to be able to time it. And Shabam pops it into the second baseman's glove. Nice play that was Bryn Isaacson. A good play for out number 1. And that's going to be Cassidy Stevens' turn now. So that'll be another 4. Our 4 hit to their 4 in the 4th, 4-4 game.
I was hoping for something bigger there, but
and then now 22's up. 2 plus 2 is 4. Jeez,
it is.
It's all cyclical.
It's almost Illuminati style out here.
We don't talk about that. Stevens takes ball. Takes ball 1.
So Tom Hanks comes in here solving puzzles.
I know.
We're going to have some issues.
Oh, man. What was that? Who wrote that? What was that? He's famous. Dan Brown.
Dan Brown. Yep.
1-0 to Stevens. Misses outside. So this is how it started for Merrill the last inning. Basically a 5-pitch or a 6-pitch walk to Cassidy Stevens. And then that kind of started the wheels a going, and now we're 2-0 to Cassidy Stevens again. See if she can come back with strike one. She does on maybe a makeup pitch there. That one was a little low, but he's doing a good job.
Yes. Again, I just have to show the nuances of softball. Not many times where you, with a bunt situation, you got the first baseman playing all the way back and the other three are up. So
2-1. Stevens gets a piece, fouls it straight back. Sunderman did make the catch, but that does not count because we're not playing arena softball where you can catch it off of the walls.
Is that big these days, arena softball? Is it
I don't know.
a growing sport?
Well, honestly, that'd be kind of fun.
It would be kind of fun.
With like arena football, like you don't ever
just
see it.
Yeah, no, you kind of.
But
just
you
bounce.
can catch it off of stuff. And Stevens does get a piece. The throw to first in time. She got a piece and hit it right to Annika Price, who stepped and threw. And that's going to be a 5-3 put out. Are you asking about arena softball?
No, I was looking up Dan Brown books currently.
Oh. A lot of time on our hands up here at the old ballpark.
So I do apologize for the viewers at home. A little tardy on getting that one to first base.
So Caroline Rogers 0 for 1 tonight. She struck out in the first, walked and scored her last time up. She swings at the first pitch, no balls and a strike. So good job by Merrill through the first two batters, settling in, getting 2 ground outs to flip the lineup over with nobody on base here.
And definitely a big time thing there when you got the 8-9 hitters. You want to get ahead of that because now the leadoff, Caroline's up. See if she can start it with 2 now.
Just missing inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, evening the count to Caroline Rogers. With this part of the order tonight, a rally could be started with 2 outs here. Rogers, Burdorf, and then Green, who's already got 2 steaks tonight. RBIs, ribeyes. 1-1, and that's lined to the shortstop. 1 hop under the glove, clean single for Caroline Rogers. Her first hit of the night, second hit of the season, and a 2-out single. It's not quite the bloop, but could be bloop and a blast time. Burdorf could go yard now. She hit a double last time.
Yeah. I said if she could pop one over the outfielder's head out here somehow, or maybe just kind of curve one down the line, we could run for a long time.
The amount of English on one of these slap hits, if it were to get over the outfielder's head, it's going to go all the way to that corner over there where you can see in your far left corner of your television screen if you're watching at home. Burdorf takes, not there. Rogers well ahead of the throw. I didn't hear the call from the home plate umpire, so I assume it was a ball, but it actually looked pretty good. But we're going to call it a ball. Okay, just kidding. He turned up and looked at us and said strike, so 1,000 apologies, sir.
Our first verbal warning there. Just the way he said that one.
Yep. At least he didn't put any fingers up. As Bird, that's going to hit a glass. Oh, whoo. That was going right for a Chevrolet Equinox. There, I know a good body shop.
I'm going to say, I think you put in a good word for them.
I know a good body shop. They do really good work.
Now, do they get a baseball softball discount if they come in with baseball softball damage?
Well, that's up to their deductible,
okay,
really.
All right.
That's to their insurance provider. We have good insurance providers here in town, too. The 0-2 to Burdorf is just upstairs, and Rogers will get a steal on that one. That was not a defensive indifference. That was just a really heady stolen base.
It almost looked like a delayed steal on that one. It wasn't really going on the pitch, but with everything else there, it kind of took off and went.
Well, and it's a really good time to do that when the third baseman is in, kind of protecting that slap.
Yeah.
It's that you're showing everybody the infield. Well, this is one of those downfalls to that. There's nobody to cover. It's going to probably have to be the shortstop following.
Yep.
So the 1-2 to Burdorf. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 4-4 game, bottom of the 4th. Multiples of 2 now.
Yep, if you are a fan of even numbers, we got you covered here.
We got you covered tonight, except for Jenna's number 17. Although you add it up, it's 8, which is a multiple of 4.
There it is.
And the 2-2, Burdorf slaps it to third. Price to Wagoner. That'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 Philly left. We go to the top of the 5th. Got a good one brewing here in Shenandoah. We'll be right back.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We are back here in Shenandoah, top of the fifth. We got some defensive changes. It looks to me like Peyton Athan will be in the circle. Jenna Burdorf will then move out to left field, which will eliminate the extra player, the designated player. So Taylor Henderson's night is done. So the three people change. I mean, it was just kind of a position swap, but you take the extra player out.
Yep.
When you bring in the DP as a position player.
As to play in the game.
Yep. So nothing changes with the batting order. Just basically Burdorf moving to left. Henderson comes out. Athan comes in to eliminate the designated player position.
All right.
I'm not going to write that in the book, but I'm just telling you at home.
Everybody's scoring at home now.
Don't write that down.
Change your positions. Burdorf goes from 1 over to 7.
Only write that down if you're keeping track of their ERAs and all that stuff.
We always appreciate the advanced analytics.
Yep.
You want to provide that for us.
Yep. We definitely like the advanced analytics.
Yeah. Varsity bound.
Yep. Spin rate.
Yeah.
Exit velo.
Yeah.
We really like that. So really, there's like this 70-year-old man or woman listening to us right now, and they're like, "What are these knuckleheads talking about?"
Hey, school's out. We got to make sure everybody's still getting an education.
All I'm saying is, nothing's happened yet, and you've all been entertained.
Exactly. We
have
to fill the dead time.
And we have, and
There's
all
nothing
entertained.
worse than dead time.
So Addie Wagner for second at bat. She hits it right back to Athan. Welcome to the game on the defensive side. Athan, as Wagner hit it hard, probably harder back to her than it came to her.
Yeah, no,
and,
that was
good play.
That was hit right on the button, as they would say, but right back to the pitcher. There it is. There's the button reference. And nice job by Athan.
You said the button was the end of the bat.
Yeah, wow, that was on the barrel.
So is the button in the barrel?
Yeah, I would say so. Right on the
the sweet spot?
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe.
So Ripley Sunderman now steps in. She swings for the first time, going after Coach Burdorf there. I saw that. I definitely saw that. We're going to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on him over there. And he's getting some laughs. Got a little bit of a turn and height on that one, I will say.
I kind of feel like that might have been a little bit on purpose. I don't know.
Just protecting himself there?
Well, no, not that he was, just trying to hit it over there.
Okay, all right.
I'm just kidding. Sunderman down now 0-2. So the one thing Athan's going to bring, at least from what I've seen so far this year, and I could be completely crazy, she's going to bring a little more velocity. I don't know if she's got that change of speed variance or consistency. I haven't seen enough of it yet, but definitely going to be a little more velo. As that 0-2 misses upstairs, we'll call that a rise ball.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see, with Jenna's fastball, they started timing it up there really in that first inning, and so it'll be important here. If Athan's just going to bring heat every time, she's really got to start locating.
1-2 skips in on the right-handed batter's box. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Couple of waste pitches there for Athan. I'm a big fan of waste pitches at times, but you definitely want them to be enticing.
Yeah, you do. You got to make them close enough.
And another one, right? I think it's. I
think she is.
Either maybe it's not our coach. Maybe it's Brian Clark over there.
Yeah, maybe got a bad picture, in running track or playing basketball. Didn't like the facial expression she had.
I don't know.
So maybe going after him, just try to get a better picture.
She's just behind it, folks. 2-2, and that's chopped to Fouch. Goes under the glove. That'll be an E5, and that will maybe put a little starch in maybe a potential rally. The second error. So the first error that happened for Shenandoah came back to bite them a little bit, kind of sparked that rally in the first inning. Heart of the order coming up, 2, 3, 4. Speed at first.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Let's hope nothing happens.
Yeah,
but
one of those tough times there when you have a chance to get 2 outs to meet the middle of the order, but now you have 1 with 1 on. So it'll be big time. See if Kylie can get another opportunity and forget about that one.
Sunderman going, ball bobbled. Definitely, if I'm catching that ball and I know somebody's running, I really don't want to turn my glove over.
No,
because it was coming right at the bread basket. You really want to catch it with like at that 12 o'clock position, right?
Yep.
Or maybe the 9 o'clock.
Yeah, no, you don't want to flip that over.
You don't want to be at 6. As the bunt gets down, barehanded, throw to first, not in time. Infield single for Jersey Knight, which will turn into a double, I would imagine.
Yep.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about, probably, but I mean, she's going to end up at second base unless something crazy happens.
Yep.
So that ends up being a pretty big error. Now you'll have 2 runners in scoring position. Presumably, nothing crazy happens here on this pitch.
Yeah, this should be a big time here. Ethan can get something hit at somebody.
So that's just the 7th hit of the game, 5 for Clarinda, and that's their first hit since back in the first inning.
Yeah.
So Berdorf really did a wonderful job in innings 2, 3, 4 of really quieting the bats for Clarinda. First pitch downstairs, snap throw to third, and Sunderman was just standing on, kind of like Green was earlier.
Never had.
Just kind of standing there.
And that's one of those, as a coach, if you just tell them, okay, something's on, just stand on the base.
Yep.
There's no reason to get yourself picked off in that situation and flip the momentum back the other way.
Yep, your run's too important for you to be doing something silly over there. Good job by Sunderman and Green, for that matter, earlier. 1-0 from Ethan is skipped in. That's going to get away, and that's going to be a run on a wild pitch. So a couple of defensive miscues, 1 on an error, now 1 on a wild pitch, and all of a sudden it's a 5-4 ball game, and Presley Job in the driver's seat, 2-0.
Yep, that error costly here for the Phillies. Now, very important, Ethan gets control back here. Get another out. You don't want this one to escape to a 3-4-5 run inning again.
And that ball's high and away, way outside. Big deep breath time for Ethan.
For sure, yeah.
Also a multiple of 8, by the way. Her number's 26.
I said something good's going to happen here. I'm calling it.
Well, now the 4s are off the board. 3-0 count, and that's downstairs and in. Throw back to third. Jersey Knight back. I assume Job's walk will turn into a double. But that's going to be runners at the corners now. And DeGase will come in, I imagine, taking first pitch, allowing Job to get there. But maybe she'll swing away. Little conference on the mound. So far, with Ethan in the game, first pitch to Addie Wagoner, 1 pitch, 1 out, everything's great. And then Sunderman hits that little slow hop dribbler that just squirts under the glove of Kylie Fouch, which comes around to score. And then Jersey Knight gets a bunt single and then a walk.
Yeah.
So it's death by 1,000 cuts in this inning right now.
Nothing's been real hard hit. I mean, since that first inning, Clarinda
the hardest
really
hit ball was the out.
Yeah. I mean, right back to her. And there was 1 hit to Rogers and right, but nothing out. Really else has been squared up, and so it's kind of changed here with, like you said, it's just a play here, a play there. Clarinda doing the same thing, putting the ball in play, making the defense make the plays.
Well, and that's what happened with Clarinda in the first. They put the ball in play and made things happen. 4 runs on 4 hits in an error, but the error kind of sparked it. And same thing here. They've got 1 hit in this inning. Nothing's left the infield, but the error sparked it. For Shenandoah, they scored all their runs in the 3rd inning, and what kind of really got it rolling or continued it was the error on Ethan's hit. And now DeGase did swing away at the first pitch, so now Job, I feel like this happened in the first inning. DeGase swung at that first pitch. Job had to go back and do it again.
Yep. Just getting a few extra sprints in there.
0-1 to DeGase. Athan, that ball shot into the 5.5 hole. That's going to be an RBI single, probably the hardest hit ball of the night. DeGase really put a good swing on that one, and now it's a 2-run lead.
Yeah, squared that one up, drove it right into left field. Yeah, didn't miss that pitch at all. So now, any base here for the Phillies, got to get an out.
So now with Annika Price, 0 for 2 tonight, hit it both times, hit it pretty hard her first time up, and then popped up to Fouch in foul territory. So she's put the ball in play. You got to feel pretty good. I was with Burdorf. This is a little bit of a different speed, but is this something if Annika Price, if she's got some speed, do you lay it down and make the defense play? The defense has been a little suspect this inning. She does not. She lines one into left field. That's going to get down. Job rounding third. The cutoff was missed, and that's going to be a run on the longest single you're ever going to see.
Yeah, no, she one-hopped the fence there, and Jenna got it back into play to limit the base runners moving too far, but now we got a 7-4 game, and those little things just kind of building against the Phillies. It's going to be one of those, like you said, if you keep that game right around 4, we got a really good chance, but now it's, moving to 7 and could quickly get to 8 or 9 here.
That was a beautiful swing by Price. Wasn't
perfect.
big. It was not a big swing. Short, compact, right to the ball. And now Lily Merrill trying to help herself. 0 for 2 tonight. She's 0 for 2 tonight. She's hit both balls into the outfield. Her last one was kind of a shot out to Caroline Rogers. So she's got a little bit of pop in the bat, too. We'll see if she can find some green for Clarinda. But Shenandoah maybe looking for kind of a hot shot ground ball. You can maybe roll a pair here. 0-1 to Merrill. Skips in, and nothing happening there. Good scoop by Nevaeh Yale. Makes the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, definitely a good time. If one of the girls can get something hit right at them, if we can twist one in the middle, that'd be great. Or even Kylie step on third, throw to first. Just something positive here needed for the Phillies.
Now Ethan, 1-1 pitch is high and away. 2 balls and a strike.
All right, deep breath time here for Ethan. Bring a strike here. Can't fall. 3-1 in this count.
2-1 is swung on and missed. Behind it was Merrill. Had a little bit of juice on that one.
Yeah, nice job there. She needed a good pitch, and she had one there. So 2-2 count here. Now, time to attack. Go get a strikeout. Do it yourself.
And the 2-2 pitch misses down in the dirt, so we're all full. And not 2 outs, but you still may put something on here. I don't know if they will.
I can see the runners. Yeah, I can see them moving here. Really try to put pressure on the Phillies defense.
The only thing you run into there is you might run yourself into a double play.
Yeah, you could always run yourself into that line drive double play.
And it didn't really matter. It's ball 4. So now bases loaded. There she goes. There she went. She made it. She got it figured out. That's going to bring up Bryn Isaacson, I would say her biggest at-bat of her career, and I don't think that is a false statement.
I'm assuming this must be game number 2 for her.
Yep. First game was 14-0. They lost, so she probably didn't have an at-bat like this.
Not an opportunity like this.
And tonight, bases loaded, 8th grader, first varsity season. I would imagine this is probably her biggest at-bat of her career. First pitch, swung on, and foul ball. Good call. Good call. Really good call.
That was close.
It was foul. It was foul.
Yeah,
Watch it back.
She did a nice job on that. Charging, made a good strong throw. They had her at home, so it's good for Kylie to get a little action after that one, kind of get her confidence back, and she made a great play, kept the glove down. And
go back and rewind it. It was foul.
Over on the boys' side, the Cardinals are leading 6-0 in the bottom of the 5th. So a little update there. We have a little housekeeping going on at home plate with the Clarinda coach and the umpire there. Making a change on something.
Runner at
pinch
first.
Runner.
So for Clarinda, it's going to be Kelby Gray, a freshman, as a courtesy runner there for the pitcher Merrill. So that's the housekeeping that coach was so astute. Because I'm looking at my phone, I'm trying to find a score. That ball misses as well, so we're 2 balls and a strike. 1 ball and a strike to Bryn Isaacson.
All right, so Ethan really could use a ground ball right at somebody. Nope.
That ball is absolutely tattooed, and it's gone. It's not gone.
No, up top of the fence. Coming home, plate to plate.
And she's safe under the tag. That ball hit off of the piping, and I thought it went out.
No,
it came back in. That was a dynamite at bat, and things have just fallen off for the Phillies, and we're going to get a pitching change with the second mound visit for Coach Burdorf. So Jenna Burdorf will come back into pitch, and Ethan's going to come out, and somebody's got to come in. It's going to be putting back in.
Can she go back to left? Can they do a straight switch there?
Yep. But it eliminates that designated player, though. So
hold on now. But Henderson's coming back in.
But now Ethan's day is done.
Now she's all the way. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Jenna made a nice play on that ball there.
Yeah.
Took it off the fence, made a good strong throw back into the infield. But, yeah, as you said, that ball was hit right on the button.
I swear that from our perspective, it bounced and went over.
Yeah, you don't see many that hit kind of right on top of that yellow piping out there. And thankfully, it did come back in, allowing only the 2 to score instead of all 4. So it is a 9-4 game here, 5th inning, as Jenna's coming back in to pitch.
So Burdorf will be back in, and it looks to me like Henderson will come back in, as we've talked about. She'll be completely, and so she will now bat.
Okay.
By my understanding.
Of the defensive player / designated player rulings.
You know, I use DHs. We call them designated hitter. I used them, but I never had to take one out. I never had to do that.
See,
so
I did all sorts of interesting things. I was an umpire's worst nightmare. I would have that lineup card filled to the brim by the end of the evening. People moving multiple positions.
Oh, I'd move kids' positions. You're
subs in and out, pinch runners.
Especially,
I was all about seeing if I could get anything to go my way at times. But
you've got so many different moving parts in a high school baseball or softball game. You'd love to say, man, we just need 9. I mean, you don't. You need 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, there was nights that I used all 13, 14 kids that were on the team in a different capacity.
Well, the nice thing, too, about high school is you have the reentry.
Yes, and I think that's a fantastic rule to have.
You have the ability to have that reentry. As we're back to action, and Maddie Cole trying to extend the inning, as after Cole, they will have batted around. And now Burdorf gets a pop-up. That's going to be a tough play as Dumler's going into foul territory. Cannot make the play. Is a foul ball. Now, that was a tough play. Probably one of those situations where if you're Dumler, or anybody for that matter, you don't want to be running with your glove up, right? Because that just makes you a little slower.
We'll slow you down.
Run.
And that was going to be a tough play. If he catches that, to throw that, then with all the momentum moving the other direction with the runner coming home. So
yeah, that was probably the other night, as Cole takes a ball, the other night we saw a sacrifice fly to first base.
Yeah.
So that would have been
one of those I don't think went, what did we say, 10 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a sacrifice fly. Just not paying attention. That ball squirts away. The play's coming home. Snap throw back to third and got her. Big play by Yale as that kind of hung the runner up there. It bounced right back And you can't really fault Annika Price there.
No.
Because that ball it came right back to Yale.
Well, and that's what the wooden boards of softball, you kind of get some funny bounces at times, and that was one that sometimes it helps and sometimes it hurts. There's nothing you can really do with that. Bounce right back to the catcher. She tried to scramble back into third, but a great throw by Yale, a good tag by Fauci over there to get the out.
So now 2-1 the count, 2 outs, 9-4 is the score, and that ball misses high, and we are 3 balls and a strike to Maddie Cole, who on the night 1 for 2, singled to left fielder first time up, grounded to shortstop. So basically, I would say she is a left side of the hitter or left side of the field hitter tonight. She's singled over there and grounded to Dumler, and she's also hit a pop foul over there too. I'd say could kind of shift Shabam from deep in the hole over here her and Green could kind of hold hands. You might want to put her maybe up towards the middle.
Yep.
Or maybe not. Maybe it won't matter.
Well,
3-1 count is fouled straight back, so we'll do it again. All square. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Cole.
No shift rules here. We can still shift all over the place.
I was a big shifter, but I wasn't a big shifter to where it was like a couple of kids I would move. That was before it was really big, though.
Yeah.
People thought I was crazy. Full count, and it's fouled off of the toe. We'll do it again.
I like it. A trendsetter, you would say. Before it was popular, running the shift.
I didn't do it. No. There was just a couple of kids that, if they're really good and they're dead pull hitters.
Oh, yeah, you're still going to bring somebody over there?
Yeah, and I only did it with lefties.
Okay.
So I'd move my shortstop
around.
I'd deepen up my second baseman and move my shortstop over. That ball into left field over the head of Henderson. That's going to score 1, and Cole's going for 3, and she's going to get there standing up. RBI triple for Maddie Cole, and it's double figures now for Clarinda as the bats have awoken here in the 5th, and a 6th spot for the Cardinals so far.
Yeah, it's been 2 big innings. That 2nd, 3rd, 4th inning, Shenandoah did a nice job kind of shutting it down, but here in the 5th, kind of like the 7th inning the other night, things have kind of gotten away from the Phillies.
So now Addie Wagner steps in for the 2nd time in the inning as the Cardinals now have batted around with 2 outs here in the 5th. See if she can get her first career varsity hit. As we documented earlier by my Dynamite stats guy. That was me, by the way. She only had 4 at-bats last year as an 8th grader. Did not collect a hit. So far this year, I have no idea if she got a hit last night or the other night because the stats aren't reported yet. So that's going to drop.
There it is.
That'll be, by my count, her first career hit. If she got one the other night against Glenwood, I apologize to the Cardinals fans. But it's now 11-4 and a 7 spot, a 7-burger.
Ugh. The crooked number almost 2 times here tonight. Not good. And so Jenna tried to start that at-bat with a little off speed, and now I think Jenna's kind of in her own head a little bit, trying to get everything settled back in. So
well, it's tough too, I imagine.
Kind of come out, come back in.
To come back out and go back in, and I know it was difficult for a baseball pitcher, but that's not really a natural motion. As the first pitch to Sunderman in there, throw down to second, nobody home, safe, and now she's going to third. The throw to third did not get her. Boy, that was tough play. If the tag maybe was a little bit lower, you maybe get that call, but the tag was kind of up at the belt line.
Yeah, I think that toe slid underneath the tag, and nice throw in there by Stevens, just not quite in time to get the tag down and have her slide right into that glove. Tag a little high, so now we've got a runner on third, 2 outs. So big time here for the Phillies to get out of this.
So I believe it's 0-1 the count with Sunderman in the box for the 2nd time this inning. She's the one that kind of started it all. She had the little shallow, little soft nubber to third base that kind of started everything, kind of had the wheels falling off, and Shenandoah just hasn't been able to get their sea legs back since. 1-1 count is fouled again. I mean, you almost just want to shift everyone other than Lene Green. just absolutely way over.
Yeah.
She's hit like 7 foul balls over there. You just, I mean.
And Fouch is not, but 2 or 3 paces off the line.
Yeah,
But she
and
could
she's
almost
back.
move.
She's back further now because maybe the threat of the drag's gone. As that off-speed pitch misses up and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. But yeah, it's like Henderson's way off the line there. You'd almost want her to kind of hug the line and bring Stevens over into like left center. I mean, that's, like I said, it's probably not even going to matter, but just by looking at the swings, you would think that that's probably where the ball's going to go. 2-2 pitches, popped straight up. What do I know? That'll end the inning. Finally, mercifully, the inning comes to an end. In the inning, 7 runs on a bunch of hits. I'm not going to count them. We'll be right back. Phillies down by 7.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the 5th, in a game that has absolutely flipped on its head. 4-4 after 4. After 4.5, 11-4. That's a tough pill to swallow, but there's still a lot of game left. There's 9 outs to go, and they've shown they can put a crooked number up in a couple of consecutive games. Now we just got to do it again.
Yeah, no, definitely one of those moments where, we'll see how much energy the dugout has. It's one of those you almost have to bring a little bit of extra energy, almost forced energy, just to try to get everybody back in, see if you can get something, like you say, put the ball in play, get something to happen. All of a sudden, things go your way.
Like if this was basketball, you would purposefully try to get a tee.
Yeah, no, this would be
as a coach. You try to get a tee, just try to get your guys or girls fired up, right?
This would be the time.
First pitch to Green, missing outside. And if you're Merrill, kind of like Burdorf did when she had the shutdown inning, you put up a 7-burger, you got to have a shutdown inning here. You give a couple runs, all of a sudden there's some life in that Philly dugout. Like as of right now, maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but there's doubt in the minds of the Maroon as the gray team in the outfield. They got to shut them down here.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see. Lene's up 2-0 here. I think you're looking for one pitch, and, you can drive that thing. All of a sudden, the excitement's right back.
And the one thing, and I appreciate Green taking that pitch there, because the one thing that's hard for some kids, some coaches, even some adults, there's no 7-run home run.
No, nope.
So you got to have base runners, so 2-0, take that pitch. And she fouls that 2-1 straight back and hits off the netting there on the bleachers behind us in the boys' game, which if you are not watching the boys' game, they're in the top of the 6th. It's 6-0 Clarinda with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Clarinda has runners at the corners and still up to the plate. I can't see who's pitching. Whoever number 4 is, that's who's pitching for Shenandoah. It's 3 balls now, 2 strikes on Lene Green. And if you're Merrill, free base runners not on the menu. You don't want to be given any freebies.
No, not.
We'll take them.
Yeah, we'll take anything we can get right now. One of those things, that's how you don't bounce back with a shutdown innings. You start walking people.
And as we spoke it into existence, Green gets the free pass, and I imagine Merrill's got a little bit of a leash here, but you get a few.
Yeah.
You get a few, couple 2-3 walks or a couple 2-3 runs. All of a sudden,
I said that game's right back to being tight. So
now Ethan will step in. Evidently, they can just go right back to what they did. What do I know? I don't ever check them out.
We're going to have to get that rule book out.
Ethan with a bullet into the outfield. Hardest hit ball of the season for the Phillies. I don't think it's close. That was an absolute missile. You could have hung a week's worth of laundry on that line drive.
You can see that. I think there was a little bit of anger in that swing after the pitching didn't quite go as well as she wanted it to. That she was ready to go back and help herself a little bit, and she did.
But
saw
short,
that first
quick
pitch,
swing.
and it
was not a big honking swing.
Nope, it wasn't a long looper. It was short, compact, right to the ball, and a nice swing.
Now Kylie Fouch up, probably small ball at this point, down by 7. You're probably not thinking small ball. You're really just trying to find some holes as Kylie Fouch takes ball inside. So 1 ball, no strikes. That's, Ethan's at bat may have been pretty innocent had you not walked green. Now the walk and the single.
There's a rally going here.
Yeah,
rally
you
started.
got something started. Nobody out with Kylie Fouch, who pops it up. Infield fly rule. Batter is out. So that will be out number 1. Tough first out there for Shenandoah. So that brings up Nevaeh Yale, who's hit it well twice. Hit a pop out, a fly out to center field, her first at bat, and then grounded out pretty firm to DeGase at shortstop, her second time. So you can imagine Yale's feeling pretty confident that she can time it up, and she does, and hits a rocket that will double off green. So that's going to be a 5-4 double play, exactly what Clarinda needed, exactly what Shenandoah couldn't afford. We're going to step away. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the top of the 6th. Cardinals still up by 7.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation, just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
Welcome back into Shenandoah. Top 6, 2-3-4 due up for Clarinda as they try to add on potentially 3 runs away from making it a short night.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what Jenna's got left here in the tank. She pitched really well those first 4 innings, kind of had to come in and clean up there in the 5th. And we'll see if she mixes in that off speed with the fastball again, kind of see where she's at with her mindset, what she wants to do here. But it'd be a good bounce back inning here for the Phillies. Let's see, go down 1, 2, 3, and they did a good job last inning getting runners on base. Unfortunately, they hit 2 balls right at people, and that turned into 3 quick outs. So let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, couple atom balls. So that's going to bring up Jersey Knight. Knight takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Knight on the night, pun intended, is 1 for 3. She's reached base twice and scored twice. Has a stolen base, so she's been active and involved as you figured she would be tonight.
Yeah.
0-1 is fouled straight back. Healthy swing.
Yeah,
there.
it was. She was not holding anything back there. She was head on that one, trying to hit that one about 3 inches further than the top of the fence.
Yes, because at the moment, that's the furthest we've seen any ball hit this year.
Would you say that's still warning track power?
Kind of. I mean, it worked.
Top the fence power?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, top of the fence powers for an 8th grader.
That's pretty darn impressive.
In a moment like that.
Yeah.
Bases jellied.
In her, as you said, most important at bat of her career.
Yep.
She did quite well. She's 1 for 1 in big-time moments.
Absolutely. She's batting 1,000 with the bases loaded, with 2 stakes attached. Swing and a miss in the off-speed pitch. Heads up. Woo. Had that been mid-pitch, I feel like that would have been really bad.
Yeah, no, a foul ball comes flying in there. And I've always wondered about, I don't know, if you could move the fields further apart back in history, if that would help. But
well, I feel like, it would be kind of probably cost ineffective, but you could probably run some, I don't know how you would.
Another piece of netting up there to help out.
Like on the poles, but that would, it'd be, I don't know, I think it'd be tough to get him to hold up with the elements.
Still high enough, yeah.
Solving all the problems in the world. As that ball is off the glove of Dummler, and Job is safe on another error there, the third of the night. Second on the infield here. First for Dummler, I believe, on the year. But tough one, just kind of came up a little too fast on that one.
Yep.
It wasn't.
The heart rate gets going just a little bit, and everything you do, you try to speed it up just a touch, and wasn't able.
It wasn't hit super fast, so you maybe get a little bit antsy as DeGase lines one, and that goes under the glove of Henderson, and that's going to score 1, and into third is DeGase, and she is safe under the tag. Honestly, the throw beat her.
Yes.
But the tag may not have actually touched her.
Yeah, no, it was one of those that was probably, again, caught her in the waist, maybe towards a little bit higher.
So that's going to be 12-4. And we're going to get a single. Unfortunately for DeGase, it is just a single, but it's a 2-base error. And this is where we are. 12-4 in the top of the 6th, 1 out. I appreciate the throw. The throw was right there, on time, early. But I think watching it back, if you zoom in, the throw was for sure there. But the tag may not have actually. She may have actually been under that tag. I'm not trying to be a homer here, and I'm not trying to be an apologist for Clarinda the way I saw it. If you just go by when the ball got there, she's clearly out.
Yeah.
But I just really don't know if she actually applied it. I'm way up here, though.
Yeah, no. And that's one, as Coach Burdorf has said, you want that call every single time.
Yep.
It's, you're in a tough situation. You're down 8 or 7 before that, and you're in a tough situation. Things aren't going well, and then a call kind of goes against you, and it's one of those that you think back later, and if you go back and watch, she might have slid under it, but it's like, boy, when the throw gets that far in front, but it's, a couple times you still got to get the glove down. You can't be tagging at the head when the foot's still there, so it's one of those, you got to make sure you get the glove down.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but we got to move on, and Annika Price steps in, and she hit the furthest single I've ever seen, at least this season anyways.
Yep, one hop off the fence.
Yep, and it was not a long hop, but she gets well out in front, and she's up in the count, or down in the count, no balls and a strike.
Disappointing effort from the cameraman over there.
That is not Brian Clark.
Not Brian Clark, though, no.
He would have laid out for that.
This gentleman just kind of sashayed himself past that ground ball.
I don't know his name, but he's always around the Clarinda games. He's always taking pictures of the Clarinda. He seems like a nice gentleman, always takes good pictures. I have nothing bad to say about him.
We're gonna critique his defense.
Other than a little soft with the glove, a little light with the glove. 0-2, but he's got an expensive camera there.
He does.
You lay out, and all of a sudden, that's probably a 4-figure camera that he's got there. Have you seen the pictures?
I have not.
Because he gives them to KMA a lot, or sells them to them, or whatever.
Yeah, we'll have to.
They're always really good.
Maybe I'm just a little jealous. I haven't gotten my picture in there, so maybe I'm just
you
holding.
Maybe have if you've ever coached against Clarinda. 0-2, just outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Most of the time, I have very angry faces in those. So Yeah, a lot of hand gestures, all appropriate, but just a lot of angry faces.
And that ball is popped up. That's going to be a tweener. That's going to drop. And that's going to be a clean RBI single, making it 13-4, 12th hit of the night for the Cardinal. And that's the second hit for Price this year. We mentioned at the beginning, sub-200 hitter last year as an 8th grader. Have no idea what she did against Glenwood. It was not a great game for Clarinda. But tonight, 2 for 4. Couple RBI. There's a big difference between 8th graders and freshmen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's amazing that year of maturity can do, and a little confidence as well.
Berdorf to Merrill. Merrill splits the gap. That's going to get in the 14th run. Merrill clean double. 14 now for Clarinda in a game that was absolutely not a blowout. An inning and change ago is now turned into a double-digit affair.
Yeah. That ball was on a frozen rope, helping herself out there, and nothing you can really do as an outfielder as that one's placed perfectly and all the way to the fence.
Yeah, that was an absolute missile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Clarinda, and we talked before the game, not on the air, we didn't say anything bad, but Clarinda they're aggressive. They may not always get hits, but they're going to swing the bat.
Yeah, no, they're not going to get cheated.
And Shenandoah is swinging the bat tonight too, but they're very aggressive with their bats. We figured, as there's another early swing from Bryn Isaacson, she has not let a first pitch go by.
No,
she has swung at every first pitch.
The anti-Joe Mauer.
Yeah, she's swinging at everything. And her first 2 at-bats, not a great experience. Her last one, fantastic, kid. 0-1, that's in the dirt, off of the uniform or off of the equipment there of Yale, and that's going to end up being a wild pitch. So you got a runner at third now. And a 1-1 count to Bryn Isaacson with just 1 out still here in the 6th. I was talking about something, and then we got talking about something else. I don't remember. That ball is tattooed deep into right field off the glove. That's going to be a base hit. Another double going for 3 is Isaacson. The throw to third. She has to be safe because the ball was dropped. That was not a foul ball. That was not a foul ball. They called it a foul ball.
Really? Okay.
That was not a foul ball.
No, that's an interesting call right there.
Okay, I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, all right. No?
That should be a 1-2 count, but I got all excited about something that never happened.
Yeah, no, just a long strike.
Tough break for Isaacson.
Yeah, she hit that ball well down the line, and Rogers made a great effort to get to that one, and just off the tip of her glove, but we reset here. 1-2 counts.
Whew.
So everybody's got to take a deep breath. Nothing happened there. Just a foul ball.
So everything I said like 2 minutes ago, just rewind it. Never happened.
Nope.
Yeah, it was not loud. Like, you didn't hear anybody yelling and screaming foul ball, nothing. So you're just playing.
And I said everybody just kept playing, and even when they got her to third, and, it was kind of an interesting play there. Nice pitch there by Berdorf.
And that
swing and the miss.
That's a tough luck out for, a good out for us, but a tough luck out for Bryn Isaacson, because if that ball was foul, which they called it foul, if it was foul, it wasn't foul by much.
Yeah, so hopefully my camera work got over there far enough. I'd like to review that one later as well, just to see. But
from what I saw, as now Cole steps to the plate with 2 outs here in the 6th inning, first pitch swung on, hit sharply, bad hop. That's going to end up being a single. Took a really bad hop. Cole gets the RBI. But from what I saw, and actually we had a really good look at this one because it's right down our baseline.
Right down the line for us. We can see that one.
What I did see was Caroline Rogers actually touching the ball whilst in fair territory. and then the ball landed foul, but she had already touched it in fair territory. There's a throw going down to second base, and nobody home, and that's going to be a stolen base for Cole. And maybe I'm just absolutely wrong about that rule. Maybe it's where it lands, but if you touch it in fair territory, it should be. And maybe she didn't touch it in fair territory, but that's what it looks like to me. I need glasses. Wait, I have them, but maybe I just need a better prescription. Yeah,
an updated prescription.
Maybe. Well, my optometrist retired a couple years ago. I have gone back. Don't worry. I know all of you at home are concerned. I have gone back. I have a new optometrist, Mr. Clutfield, Dr. Clutfield here in town.
Yeah.
Does a good job. Stares at my eyeballs real close.
He's got a great mustache as well.
He really does.
Yeah, I'm always a little bit jealous.
He really, really does. A big fan of a good stash.
I am too. And so, every November I grow or attempt to grow a beard. And
me too.
Yep. And so we get to the end of the month, and always the last week, then I shave it down just to the mustache. And the compliments that I do not get from the students of mine, the basketball players, and I think it's part of it. Just makes me want to grow it a little bit more each and every year.
Like my mustache, if I was just to grow one, first of all, my wife would probably disown me, but it just wouldn't, because it wouldn't grow in thick.
No, I can't get the nice curl in.
It wouldn't grow. It wouldn't grow in thick. It'd look really thin and creepy. 2-2 pitch is down in the dirt, so now we're full. Well, we've kind of talked about a lot of things tonight.
Yeah, we've covered the gamut.
Softball.
Yeah, but we've got you on golf swings a little bit. We've talked
club etiquette talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we cover everything here. It's a.
That's going to be a tough play. Foul balls popped up right here on the first base side, so we'll do it again. Go ahead, Coach. You were saying?
I'm trying to go through all the other things that we have covered in our
dumb stuff, probably.
Our 2 hours and 15 minutes of standing here, but
that's pretty close.
Yeah.
We didn't come live here too awful before the game. It was about 7:25-ish.
Yeah.
Because we were running a little behind as far as taking infield, so we didn't go live normally. I try to go 15 before the game. But anyways, I digress. 15 for the score. Top six, full count. Addie Wagner.
The action pitch, as you would say.
Oh, I love it. And it is. Something happened. As Wagner works the walk back to the top of the order, something always happens on a 3-2 count.
It is.
It's either going to be a foul ball or a batted ball in play or a walk.
Yeah.
It's an action pitch.
Something will happen.
So,
all right, now we need
if you're not paying attention on any other count and you're in the field, you better pay attention.
On
3-2. Sunderman hits it to the left side.
Oh,
nice diving play by Kylie Fouch to end the inning, and we go to the bottom of the sixth. Phillies need 2 runs to extend this game. They're down by 11. We will be right back.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah. Clarinda flexing their muscles the last 2 half innings. 9 runs in the last 2 half innings on 10 hits in the last 2 innings, Coach. So regardless of pitcher too, because it really started with Ethan in the last 2 innings, but But then Burdorf having to come back in, she's been getting hit around a little bit too.
Yeah, definitely. And, I mean, they have 14 hits on the night, and Shenandoah's giving them those extra 4 outs with 4 errors on the evening, which is, turned into 15 runs. So the Phillies need a couple here to keep this game into the 7th.
And, all errors are not all created equal.
No.
Nope. 2 of those errors were really big fire starters. You don't ever know which one's going to be it, right? So you want to try to minimize. As that first pitch misses outside, I mean, you ask any coach, and Coach Burdorf, Coach Knight, either you or I or anybody else, like nobody wants them, right?
No.
I mean, you always try to, that's the goal, minimize the errors, right? But you don't know which error. It could be the innocent error as that pitch just swung on and missed. Healthy hack by Abby Dumler. The innocent ground ball, the third base by Sunderman that just squeaked past Fouch turned out to be a fire starter, right? But as Dumler hits a liner, but a nice play by Cole. Dumler has hit the ball so well this year. I know she's probably frustrated, but you just got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
They're going to fall. They're going to find holes.
The law of averages will come back to help you, and she's right on it, and that'll be big for the Phillies coming up later in the year. She's finding some confidence and not to get discouraged with those swings, because it's also easy to have that of like, come on, what else can I do? Like, I am doing everything right.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard as a kid, as an adult too. It's sometimes difficult, but it's hard as a kid, especially. You hit a line drive right at somebody, it's an out. You just got to, like, at some point, you're going to hit a doink somewhere.
Yeah, and that'll be the one that falls in, and it's just kind of
that
the
you have
frustration.
no business getting on base. Like, it's going to even out.
Yes.
As that pitch misses, like you said, you're going to hit so many bullets at people that will get caught, but then you're going to hit a little bleeder somewhere that you're going to get on, and you're going to laugh. I have no idea how I don't know how I got on base.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yep. It's just softball. That's just baseball. It's not fair sometimes, We've hit Nevaeh Yale last inning hit a ball right on the screws to Price over at third and got doubled. Green got doubled off.
Yeah, no, and she hit it. Yeah, she hit it well. She hit it hard, but
she hits it 2 feet further up. As there's a shot.
There's a good
by
hit there.
Shabam. She's going to cleanly get a double right there. So Shabam, who had struggled the first couple games putting the bat on the ball, tonight she's hit the ball now all 3 times. It's that confidence. Win or lose tonight, there's things to build on.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Individually, for all these kids at the plate, it's been better tonight than it was last night and the night previous.
Yep. And she did a really nice job driving that ball the other way and into the gap and has a stand-up double.
So 4th hit of the night for Shenandoah, and now Cassidy Stevens steps up. Stevens 0 for 1. She walked in the 3rd and then grounded out to Price back in the 4th as she's down in the count early. 0-1. I got to work tomorrow.
I only have work a couple hours tomorrow, so I'm quite excited about that.
I got to work all day.
Yeah. As they say, teachers get to say, tag, you're it now.
I got to go home at 6 every night, and I don't have to take anything home with me.
Yeah, that is true.
I like that.
I do envy you on that one.
I mean, I got to work all year round. I don't get 3 months off, but it's a give and take. As the 0-2 pitch from Stevens is swung on and missed. Strikeout by Merrill. Now 1 out away from finishing things off, and Merrill, by my count, that's just her 3rd strikeout. So the Phillies tonight done a better job of putting the ball in play. So again, just things to build on. Contact is the first step. Second step is hard contact, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen some harder hit balls tonight and more contact. So a lot of things kind of maybe trending in the right direction. May not know that or think that looking at the scoreboard, but there are pockets of goodness to come out of this if we choose to see it.
A lot of good things happening. Just have to, sure some things up defensively, and I think they'll be right there.
0-1, fouled straight back. Caroline Rogers on the night, 1 for 2. She struck out in the first, walked and scored in the 3rd, and singled and stole 2 bases back in the fourth. So trying to continue her good night, 1 for 2 with a run scored on the evening. See if she can make that a 2 for 3, as that was the first off-speed pitch by Merrill that was anywhere close, and it was close.
It was very close, and still one of those, it seemed like it just stuck in her hand a little bit. So, it'd be interesting to see, what's going to happen here.
And that ball's grounded, and it kind of ate up Isaacson, and then she throws it away. It's going to end up being an E4. Tough luck, non-hit there. But you get on base, extend the inning, and that's the second error for Clarinda tonight.
Yeah, that was a real low pitch. Caroline did a nice job, went down and got it, and just kind of put it in play, and that's kind of what we always say. Put the ball in play, make the defense make the play.
Well, why don't you talk to her about golfing?
Yeah, another one that, maybe a hidden golfer that also runs track.
Like this one.
Yeah. She never knew that she was actually a golfer, but, was just stuck running track.
So now Burdorf will step to the plate tonight. Burdorf also 1 for 2. She singled and scored back in the third. She walked in the first, singled in the third, and then grounded out to Price in the fourth. She's down on the count 0-1. See if she can extend this game a little bit. 0-1 pitch missing, down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike to the pitcher for the Phillies.
Right. Had a good eye on that one. And 2 chances here, and they need both of them here for the Phillies to extend this game.
Okay, now they're really close in the outfield.
Oh, yeah, the outfield.
I mean, they're closer than they were.
Yeah, they are. Again, I know it's hard to see, but, they are 4 feet. I said you pretty much have 8 girls playing the infield here, so.
2 balls and a strike to Burdorf.
If there was ever a time Jenna could just pull that swing through, she could run for a long time. A long time.
I'm not saying she can't do it, because she can. I don't know if that's kind of how the slap stuff works, because I don't
the slapology here.
I don't really know how. I never coached softball a day in my life, so I never taught anybody how to slap. My kids are right-handed; they don't slap. As Burdorf takes ball 4, so now bases loaded. Getting a little bit interesting here now. Lene Green is up to the plate. Bases loaded. Green 1 for 2 with 2 RBI back in the third. If anybody could put a crooked number on the board and make something interesting for Shenandoah,
that's it. 1 swing here, and
put all the names in a hat. If you drew this one, you'd like your chances.
Yeah, that would be the name that you want to see.
Green takes strike 1, taken all the way right there. That's the Joe Maurer approach. There was no attempt to swing there at all. She knew she was taken.
She was taken on that one, and that's all right. Trying to find 1 pitch here and just trying to hit that over the fans in left center.
Green chops to Price. Price to third. A do-it-yourselfer there, and that will end the ball game. That is a final here in Shenandoah. Phillies fall 15-4, and we'll be back here in about 60 seconds to wrap things up here from Bob Lucky Fulton Field.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs, no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen! Member FDIC.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time. At Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah, 15-4, Clarinda taking this one via the 10-run rule in 6 innings. Coach, kind of a tale of 2 games, super ultra competitive, and then the doors got blown off, and there's no stopping Clarinda at that point.
Yeah, no, and it was, like you say, almost 2 innings. That was the big thing. And first inning, Clarinda comes out, scores 4, and it looks like, oh boy, this could be a long night here. Jenna really settles down in the next 2, 3, 4 innings there. And then 5th inning, things kind of go sideways for the Phillies. And after that, not really able to come back. Had some positive things happen tonight. Lene Green, hits one hard, gets a couple RBIs there. The bottom half of the lineup are doing some nice things for the future. So it'll be interesting to see as the year progresses with the Phillies. Can they avoid those big innings? Because that's kind of been, the last, I've only seen 2 games this year, but that's kind of been the thing. It was the 7th inning on Tuesday, and a couple innings here tonight that kind of cost them.
Yeah, and we won't be watching them for a while because we've done 3 consecutive softball games. We've only got 3 more left. We've got 5 baseball games to go, so we'll be calling significantly more baseball games throughout the rest of the year than we will softball. So, and we've got baseball next for a couple, and you'll be out of town, Myrtle Beach, doing some fishing, some marlin, fishing for marlin.
No, I'll just be rooting a good day, chasing a little white ball around the field.
Well, we're going to sign off tonight. Phillies, tough one tonight. They were 15-4 on the wrong side of the score tonight. So for Coach Soderberg, I'm TJ Young signing off. Until next time, we'll have some games for you next week. Be some baseball games coming up here on the Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube live stream. So until then, good night, everybody.